Limitless joy practice. So to begin with, checking in with our posture, alert and dignified, comfortable and at ease. And now reflecting on our intention, perhaps an intention to cultivate joy in our lives, an intention to explore any obstacles to joy in our lives. And then reflecting on our motivation. What's our motivation for practicing joy? Maybe to be more joyful ourselves, and this may benefit others as well. And now moving our focus to the breath and settling the mind in the usual way by regulating the breathing, and if it helps, by counting. And we may notice that there's a lot of activity going on within the mind. This is absolutely fine. We can just leave that as it is and focus on regulating the breathing and counting. And now letting go of any counting and allowing the breath to return to its natural rhythm. And shifting our focus down into the body and grounding. Allowing the body to rest on the ground, unconditionally supported by the ground. And opening up to the space surrounding the body. And just as the ground supports the body unconditionally supports the mind. And we can allow the mind to rest now, here with the body. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. And any time during this practice, if we notice that the mind has wandered, we can bring the mind back to the body, resting on the ground, the mind resting here and now with the body, and resting with our mindfulness support, which may be breath or may be sound. And any time during this practice, particularly if we face obstacles to the practice, we can simply come back to our intention to cultivate joy, or we can simply come back to resting with our mindfulness support. And now bringing to mind a dear friend, maybe a family member, a friend, or a pet perhaps. And just imagine that they're here sitting with us now. And noticing what that's like. And spending a few moments reflecting on their good qualities, on their strengths, on their achievements in life. Noticing how that feels. Seeing if we can rejoice in the good qualities of our dear friend. Now beginning to say joyful phrases for our dear friend. And if you prefer, you can choose your own phrases, or you can use these ones. May you be joyful. May you be prosperous. And noticing how it feels to say these phrases for our dear friend. May you be joyful. May you be prosperous. Notice any feelings of joy any resistance to feeling joy, and being curious and welcoming of both. May you be joyful. May you be prosperous. And now letting go of the dear friend, and reflecting for a moment on our own good qualities and on our own achievements, and noticing how that feels. And now see how it feels to rejoice in our good qualities, to rejoice in our strengths, to rejoice in our achievements. And notice what it feels like to do this, whether there are any feelings of rejoicing or any obstacles, any different emotions, any resistance. And then saying the phrases for ourselves: may I be joyful. May I experience good fortune and prosper. May I be joyful. May I experience good fortune and prosper. Simply noticing how our experience unfolds. May I be joyful. May I prosper. And now bringing to mind a neutral person, someone that we maybe see in our lives, maybe we don't like them or dislike them particularly. We might see them on the bus or the train, or we might see them in the local shops, and bring them to mind, noticing how that feels. And spend some time reflecting on their good qualities. Maybe we know some of their good qualities by our interactions with them, or our observation of them. Or maybe we imagine good qualities, recognizing that all beings have good qualities. And seeing if it's possible to rejoice in the good qualities of this neutral person. And then saying the phrases for the neutral person and just noticing what happens. Thoughts, emotions, physical sensations. May you be joyful. May you experience good fortune and prosper. May you be joyful. May you prosper. And remembering that there's no right or wrong way for our experience to unfold. Simply saying the phrases and observing what happens. Allowing our experience to be just as it is. Nothing wrong. May you be joyful. May you prosper. And now moving on to a person who we consider to be a rival. So not thinking too hard about who this person might be, but just noticing who comes to mind. And imagine that they're sitting here with us. And spend a few moments reflecting on the good qualities of our rival. And noticing what this feels like. And seeing if it's possible to rejoice in the good qualities of our rival, in their strengths, in their abilities and achievements. And at any time, if this becomes too difficult, we can come back to our intention to rejoice in this person's good qualities. Or we can come back to resting with our mindfulness support. And then beginning to say the phrases for our arrival. May you be joyful. May you experience good fortune and prosper. How does it feel? What can you notice just now? May you be joyful. May you prosper. And from time to time checking in with the body, resting on the ground. Saying the phrases for our arrival. May you be joyful. May you prosper. And now recognizing that just as our dear friend wishes to be joyful and wishes to prosper and to have good fortune, so do we and the neutral person and the rival wish to be joyful, wish to experience good fortune and to prosper. And in the same way, all beings wish to be joyful. And all beings wish to prosper. And all beings have good qualities. All beings have strengths and abilities and achievements. Let's see if it's possible to reflect on these and rejoice in the good qualities of all the many beings in the world. Their strengths, their abilities, their achievements. What does that feel like? Noticing any sense of rejoicing or any sense of resistance, and being curious about whatever arises. And then see how it feels to say the phrases for all beings. May all beings be joyful. May all beings experience good fortune and prosper. All beings includes all our friends and loved ones, includes ourselves, All beings includes all the neutral people. All beings includes all the rivals. May all beings be joyful. May all beings prosper. Feeling and noticing any opening of the heart, feeling and noticing any closing down. Kind and curious towards whatever happens. May all beings be joyful. May all beings prosper. Now letting go of the limitless joy practice and coming back once more to the body resting on the ground, the mind resting here and now with the body, resting on the mindfulness support of maybe breath or sound, open to our experience as it continues to unfold, moment by moment. And now spending a little bit of time acknowledging the benefit from this practice. Any benefit from cultivating feelings of joy. Any benefit from becoming aware of resistances, being with them. Any benefit that's come from insights arising from the practice. Acknowledging the benefit and cultivating the wish that it will grow and grow and be shared with many others in ever-widening circles.